Hey everyone, thought I'd throw another quick video in here. If you're like me, you started with long-term rentals and you want to find out how can I get that long-term rental to build my passive income empire quickly, right? If you're starting out, you're probably starting out using cash, you're saving up, and then you're going and buying a long-term rental, doing a 20% down, trying to figure this whole thing out. Well, what if there was a way to do it quicker? Well, let's take a gander. So right here is a spreadsheet that we put together. It's just a quick calculator for you. If you know that out of your income, you need to come up with $4,000 in passive income, right? That's your expenses. You've got $4,000 and your goal is, hey, how can I get my passive income to meet or exceed my monthly expenses? Start with $4,000. We're going to say, well, let's take a look at some measurable bites, right? What if you started with a 25% win, and then another 25% win, and then another, building your way to 100. It's really hard to train for a marathon if you start trying to run 26.2 miles. So why don't you start with something smaller? Let's give ourselves some W's along the way. Because we are using a calculator of sorts, we do have to use some assumptions. So let's just say you can somehow still find a $100,000 property with a 20% down. So that's 20 grand. Let's use the 1% rule, which says your gross rent should be 1% of your purchase price. Let's make that $1,000. And let's say after everything's all said and done, you've got a net rent of $600. If you were to use life insurance as a cash value to borrow against, we're going to say it's a 5% loan rate. And you want to keep about 5% of what you make in reserves. We also know that at the end of every month, we're going to say you have $1,000. So if you're saving up cash, you've got to take that $1,000 that you've got at the end of the month and save it towards that 20% down. So what is this going to look like? Well, if we were using cash, we can see here, I got the purchase price, the down payment, everything is the same. I also color coded for you, 25%, 50, 75, 100% of what you need to be and when you break it. So what you can see is you're going to get your first property when you save cash in this example in year 3. So there's your $600 a month. You keep saving until you can come up with another 20 grand down. So it's going to take you another 2 years. Boom. Year 5, you're up to $1,200 a month. You've got 2 properties. So everything's starting to look good. You can see you're going to jump up to hitting just about your target, right? You're 75 to 100% of the way there. And then finally in year 15, you will break the $4,000 mark. What if we could do it quicker? What if we could get there faster? We're still using the same investment vehicle, long-term rentals. Well, what if we could use properly structured dividend-paying mutual whole life insurance as a place to store that cash using the infinite banking concept? Let's take a look. Well, now we're looking at the exact same set of variables, the exact same W structure, right? Going for the same wins, 25, 50, and 100 on the way there. But you can see now we're able to get it done in 9 years. In year 9, you're going to break through using this strategy, implementing this concept of finding a more efficient way to save your money, a more effective way to deploy it, getting all the benefits you had if you would have used cash, but getting even more. So what took us 15 years using cash in this example, we can shave off 6 years by using the infinite banking concept. If this is something that's interesting to you, if this is something that's piquing your interest, you're like, wow, that's actually pretty fascinating. I want to learn more. Go to wealthwithoutwallstreet.com/free call. We'd love to hop on a call with you, hear what's happening in your world. And if this is a fit, I'll also put a link below, take you straight to that. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Have a great day.